what it do, and what the business is. Welcome to the Floss Mode Show. I am your host with the most, Floss Mode, West Coast. All right, this is the East Coast edition. Matter of fact, this is the East Coast edition. You know, even though I'm from LA, I'm from South Central LA. You know what I mean? I traveled a lot in my life, and one of the very first places I wanted to travel to and go to was New York, NYC. And so I was able to go to NYC when I was young, 16 years old. And I remember going to New York, and the first place where I stayed at was in Jamaica, Queens, New York. And so I stayed at the Rochdale Projects. For those from NYC, y'all know just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I could recall my homeboy from New York that used to go to school with me in LA during the winter break. He went back home, so he told me I can come with him. And I remember niggas was tripping off me because of the fact of some of the words I was using. I was like, y'all ready to bail? The niggas was looking like, bail. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And so they was telling me about Supreme Team. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Supreme Team, Supreme Team. They was telling me about Supreme Team, how niggas had bulletproof hats and bulletproof sweatsuits and all that. So to fast forward many years after that, I fell in love with New York when I went to New York. And so I kept going back. And so I met some folks out of Long Island. Shout out to Strong Island, Freeport, Hempstead, Crying Dance. You know I've been in NY when I call it Crying Dance instead of Wine Dance. Merrick, Massapequa, the whole shit, man. You know what I mean? And so from there, we had a studio out there in Long Island on Sunrise Highway right there, by the cross street from the Dunkin' Donuts train station, called Sound Castle Studios. You know what I mean? So we had a lot of people come up in there, from Keith Murray to Spliff Star, that's with Busta Rhymes. You know what I mean? Shout out to my niggas out there. You know what I mean? They from Roosevelt. Shout out to the Velt. You know what I mean? We would go to all the, Jones Beach. You know what I mean? For the niggas who's from out there, I know they like, yo, this nigga's crazy. I'm talking about the Dirty Curdy. I'm sure that they shut it down by now. It was a hotel that used to be out there called the Courtesy, the Dirty Curdy. You know what I mean? The niggas had me going to all kinds of different clubs, man. This is at the height of before everything was really, really popping. It was popping, but it wasn't popping, but it was at the same time. Like, the Q Club. You know what I mean? Niggas would take me to the Q Club. Niggas would take me to Wonderfuls, Nagasaki and Jamrock. You know what I mean? The Palladium, the Roxy, all that. I seen Usher perform at the Roxy. Seen Nas perform at the Palladium. It was like 50 niggas on stage, and he had on yellow. You know what I mean? Going to Jamaica Avenue, S&D's, Coliseum. You know what I mean? Where you can go buy your outfit, and before you even put the motherfucker on, you can have a seamstress put the seam, what other color seam you want in your clothes, any type of clothes, any type of food, the Jamaican spots, you know what I mean? The cocoa bread and all that shit, you know what I mean? Man, niggas really showed me a whole lot when I was out there in NYC. So one love to NYC, shout out to NYC, Jersey and all that shit, Brooklyn, all that shit. Shout out to my nigga Special Ed, you know what I mean? Special Ed from Brooklyn took me to Flatbush, you know what I mean? Off Atlantic, I remember I was staying in Brooklyn off Atlantic and Hoyt. And that nigga Special Ed showed up in the morning time to come get me, smoke some weed with me and shit. And my homegirl opened up the door. I told her to go open up the door. She didn't know Special Ed was coming. She couldn't believe this shit. She was bugging out. Shout out to the whole NY squad. Niggas had me everywhere. You know what I mean? The Cheetah Club. First nigga out there in the Cheetah Club doing the sea walk, even though I'm not a Crip. You know what I mean? But I'm from LA, so we knew how to G walk. Was up in the Cheetah Club with the wife beater on. You know, that's unheard of. Niggas in Cheetah Club, they don't let you in there unless you dressed up. Niggas, my crew had on all wife beaters. Niggas was up in there doing a sea walk up in that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to NYC. Old school NYC. I'm the old school nigga like Shabazz Brothers, nigga. You feel what I'm talking about? You from NYC? Y'all leave that comment. Y'all leave that subscribe and that like button. You know what I mean? Only nigga from LA I know. that was out there doing the shit. You know what I mean? I have a story. One time that nigga Ice-T was out there, and I called Ice, and that nigga Ice met me, my manager, Special Ed, and my other homeboy DJ. We was on the corner on Wall Street in New York. Ice-T show up and pull up in a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Told me, Floss, this is what it looked like, this is what it sounds like, and this is how it drives. Nigga pulled off and smashed off on me. You know what I mean? These are just NYC stories I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? Because I said I was going to do it. Check this out. I may not know the name, but I for damn sure know the game. Y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button, that share button. Floss Mode the Dawn. I holla. What's up?